Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be going over a very common issue that you see everywhere over the internet, especially on YouTube or people putting videos up. And on the forums, this is a very commonly asked question about the Porsche 997, 987 engine ticking. I'm going to be going over what is normal and what isn't normal, because a lot of people are very confused, and I'm going to be correcting all the crap that you read out there regarding people saying bore score, it's this, it's that. I'm going to tell you from an expert's standpoint what the issue is and what is normal, what isn't normal. And I'm going to explain to you why it happens and why you think your car is ticking when it actually isn't. It's just because of a certain reason on these Porsches that many people just ain't aware of. They buy one and instantly think it's ticking, and it's absolutely incorrect. There's a lot of misinformation out there regarding these, and it scares people off, but I'm here to tell you and show you the real reason behind your Porsche engine ticking. Now, this does only apply for the 996, 997, 987s. It only applies for them. It does not apply for the ones after, because the direct injection ones basically tick all the time because it's normal, because they use a direct injection system. So ticking is perfectly normal, but people just don't expect ticking on a 997, 987. When ticking happens, they're not sure what it is. So I'm going to show you things you don't even need to touch to rectify. So many of you guys will see here, this is my Porsche 997 engine. And if many of you guys remember, I rebuilt this 2 years ago, and I've done probably about, 1,000 miles in the whole thing. Since I've owned it, it basically sits more in my garage than it's used, okay? Because I don't go anywhere, don't have no reason to drive it, and you know, most people use these in the summertime. But when summertime comes, because I'm a motorbike rider, I ride my motorbike, so this Porsche never gets used. Every summer I say, yeah, I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna use it, and I don't. Okay, this thing sits looking pretty in my garage more than it's used. I've done 1,000 miles since the rebuild, and this thing has been flawless. Now, the reason I'm talking to you about the rebuild on this is very important, because people are under this assumption that if your Porsche 997, 987 is ticking, then that's the end of the car and it's bore score. Most experts will have you believe that, which is simply not the case. You'll have many garages, that's because they're trying to get as much money out of you, because that's what keeps them in business. By you doing a full engine rebuild, it keeps that garage in business, because as many of you guys know, it's very expensive. Then they say you need this, then they say you need that. Bolts start breaking, bolts start rusting, they have to drill out bolts. It's a very clever tactic. I'm here to show you what a normal ticking noise is, because many people will assume this ticking noise means bore score or means a problem. That is simply not the case. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start this up a little warm up, because it hasn't been started for so many months. Let it run, and then I'm going to show you what a normal ticking noise sounds like on these Porsche engines. And you guys will have probably this same ticking. Now let me tell you, when you hear this ticking, do not get conned by a garage telling you it's bore score. Okay, bore score sounds very different. It doesn't really have any kind of tick, and the tick will follow the revs. Okay, when you hear this ticking noise, it's perfectly normal on these. I've done 4 rebuilds on these, and every single one is running perfectly with no oil use, no bore score. They've all got 175 PSI across all cylinders, okay? On all 6 cylinders, all of them run around 175 PSI, which means the compression is absolutely perfect. These engines have no issue. This ticking noise, many people don't even realize that even on new rebuilt engines, they will still make that ticking sound, and you just can't rectify it. And this is what I'm gonna show you, what ticking noise this is. You guys have also got to remember, another point, is that these cars are very low to the ground. You've got to remember the engine sits very low to the ground. It's not like your average engine, which sits at the front. You've got all sound insulation. These have none. So every noise, especially at the bottom of the engine, is going to radiate off the floor. That's why you guys think you can hear it a lot more than you're saying. For instance, in this garage, you'll hear it louder, but when as soon as I back it outside, you won't hear that ticking as loud as you did in this shop anymore. And that's the same when you go into built up areas, you'll hear that ticking, but when you're away from built up areas, you won't hear it. But I'm going to show you the exact ticking noise I'm on about. So you guys can probably hear, just over this engine, the ticking noise. And if you can't, I'm going to put the mic closer to the car so you'll be able to hear the ticking noise. possibly just hear that. That ticking noise right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the mic right here so you guys get an idea of it. And I'm going to rev it up so you guys can actually hear it. Because many people seem to believe this ticking isn't normal. Now, this is not your hydraulic lifters. This is not anything on that matter whatsoever, okay? This ticking noise is normal, and I'm going to show you that when you rev the engine, that ticking noise goes. And this is why a lot of people, a lot of remappers put the idle up, increase the idle. Because I'm going to show you on camera as well, just by tapping it up a little bit, that ticking noise goes. And a lot of people try and adjust their idle for that reason. And some know this ticking's normal if you've had Porsches and live with it. But some people get very, very scared. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the mic right here, and you're going to hear that ticking noise go away when I rev it up. And what you just heard there is the ticking noise going as soon as I revved it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to leave the mic near the ticking noise where it's most pro, which is the left side. I'm going to take the camera, and so you guys are going to see the moment I just even dip it a little bit, that ticking noise goes away. So you'll be able to hear exactly and see exactly what I'm showing you. A lot of people are unaware of it, but these engines radiate a lot of noise because they're so low down to the ground. Not only that, these ticking noises are actually normal, but people seem to believe that it's not. And then all of a sudden they change their exhaust, put stainless steel headers on, and they radiate noises more than what their old exhaust did and what their cast iron headers did. And that's because your system was so restricted, you didn't hear these noises until you changed over. And that's another thing as well, people ain't aware of. They change their exhaust, then they start hearing this. This is very, very common, because you've got to remember everything now is stainless steel. The exhausts, the back boxes, the headers, they're all stainless steel, so of course you're going to hear more noises. Now, if I'd put on my cast iron ones back in the original exhaust, you wouldn't be hearing none of this. But some people still do, just very faintly, not as loud as you do when you change it over to stainless steel. So like I said, I'm going to leave the mic here so you guys can hear the ticking. I'm going to show you just by dipping the revs up just a little bit, that ticking noise goes. So you would have just seen there how the ticking noise completely went away just as I lifted the revs just a little bit. Now this ticking noise also becomes a lot worse when you pull it into drive, of course, because you're putting strain from the torque converter. The torque converter is engaging with the engine, which then causes a lot more strain on the chains, the tensioners, the engine as a whole. So of course your ticking is going to get louder, because obviously the revs drop as you pull it into D. So that means the ticking becomes a lot more louder. Again, the ticking goes as you're driving it. This ticking is not associated with bore score, is not associated with hydraulic tappets, is not associated with anything. So don't be fooled, guys, by people making you believe that this is a bore score problem, this is your hydraulic tappets, because garages will rip you off, make you do a whole rebuild for it to come out exactly like that again. Many people get all confused thinking there's a problem. There's been engineers that have torn these engines back down trying to find the cause of the ticking, to only put it back together after replacing everything, like I did, to still find that ticking noise. Do not be fooled, this is perfectly normal. You'll see this on Boxsters, you will see this on Caymans, you'll see this on 997s, 996s. It's very, very normal. So guys, as you've seen there, that ticking is very, very normal, just while it's idling. And obviously you get the ticking as well when you pull it into D, it gets louder. And as I said, that's because you put a lot of tension on the chains, on the cams, so it starts ticking even more. But as you're driving, that ticking goes. And as I said, the sound's gonna resonate more, especially if you've changed to stainless steel headers and you've got obviously sport exhausts. Because as I know, before I changed all that, when I first purchased this car, even with bore score, you couldn't hear no ticking. Nothing. As soon as I changed all of that, you now got a ticking noise, but we've got no more bore score. That is very, very normal. And the same thing happened on my Boxster. I took off the original exhaust. When I put on that sport exhaust, that top gear valve one, that ticking noise made the same kind of sound. But that was doing it the moment it come up to temperature. There was a big difference. That ticking noise would come at temperature, but the moment you rev it up, that ticking noise would go. And if you heighten the idle, that ticking noise would go as well. There is many, many people being put off buying these Porsches when they hear that noise. That is no reason to be put off buying one of these cars. That noise is perfectly normal on them. These happen on a rebuilt one. People seem to think that this ticking noise goes. Listen, even the best out there, they rebuild them and that ticking noise is still there. You cannot get rid of that. But many people seem to be, oh my God, no, I'm not gonna buy that Porsche because it's making a funny noise. That noise is normal, and there's many, many videos on the internet asking if this ticking noise is normal, what this ticking noise is, people giving their stupid opinions saying it's bore score, it's this, it's that, which it really isn't. These people have no clue. My one's been fully rebuilt, it has no signs of bore score, done 1,000 miles, doesn't even use a drop of oil, it's still sitting the same it is. There is no bore score, there's no smoke coming from my car, no nothing. Just a normal condensation that you get when you first start up, but it clears. These people have no clue. That ticking noise is very, very normal on a Porsche engine. If you guys don't like the sound of that, then go to the direct injection one, but you're gonna have the same thing. Many people seem to think, oh yeah, avoid it, go to the 997.2, 987.2 and you get away with it. No, you don't. No, you will not. They make the same exact noise, if not louder, because they're direct injection engines. So you've got the high pressure fuel pump ticking away, the injectors ticking away, which makes even more ticking noise. And I see people putting videos up, even on YouTube, asking, is this ticking normal? It is perfectly normal. So there you are, guys. That sums up the engine ticking noise on a Porsche engine. Now, obviously, if your Porsche doesn't sound like that, then you've got other issues. But if your engine sounds like that, when it's at idle, ticking away and it goes as soon as you just even touch the revs, then that's a perfectly normal tick noise on your Porsche engine. You have to learn to live with it. It's just the way these engines are. You got to remember they're flat sixes. They're also race car engines, derived from a race car engine. So you got to understand that. The way they radiate all their noise is very different to the way an inline six would produce this noise or anything like that. These are flat. So remember, they're meant to be driven. You're not meant to be really sitting there hearing ticking noises. Just go and drive the bloody thing and the ticking noise goes away. Okay? So I hope this video is going to clear up many of the issues regarding the Porsche engines for many of you guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.